Good afternoon, everybody. As most of you know that follow our channel or follow our Facebook page, we really like the 540Bs and Ds. They're good skidders. Here's one, and we've had this skidder here for a couple of years. We've put quite a bit into it. We had the motor completely rebuilt, which is a totally another story, but we had the motor completely rebuilt, and this old machine runs good. We've had it out here in the barn because we had some issues in the rear end, and that's actually a project we're getting ready to tackle this weekend because I need this machine on a job. But we're getting ready to change up a lot of things because we're kind of restructuring the whole operation right now in a way. But we're going to drop the rear end out of it and see what's kind of rear end trouble we're having, because we need this back in the woods. But at the same time, like the 23-1 tires we're running on the skidder, we've got a brand new set at home. We just got in a week ago from our friend Josh Taylor at Dozer Stuff. So we've got the new 23-1s, and they were we bought them to go on this skidder. I mean, the tread on the back, we've actually got 3 tires they're a decent tread. I would say this is probably 25 to 30% tread, which really isn't too bad, but this is a really nice skidder, so we're gonna rubber it up. But we've got one slick tire here. I mean, this thing it'd probably be good for guys that run chains, but for us, it's not feasible. But we've actually decided to go a different route. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is, because we do so much work away from home, this week we've actually been driving a good distance to work. We've been working up in, I don't really want to call it central Missouri, but I don't want to call it northern Missouri. We'll just call it the northern central part of Missouri. How about that? Lexington, Missouri is where we've been working, which it's 124 miles one way from our log yard to the job site. And I know a lot of guys are probably like, well, you ought to just stay the night. Yeah, well, we don't. That's just it. We don't stay the night. We're just up there cutting walnut. We go up, we cut, we come back. They're usually quick jobs, 2-3 days. We knock them out, we're done. Regardless, what I'm wanting to do now, what we're planning on doing is we're looking at buying another a 540D grapple skidder. And we're going to take the tires off it, and we're going to put these 23s on it, and I want to put a set of 18-4 26s on this skidder. I want to put them on there because I think it'll look better going down the road. I think it'll get around better. Honestly, I've run the 18-4s on a few different skidders, and I don't think we'll have any trouble with mobility getting around. There's just a few reasons, but I think right now that is our plan, and that's kind of what I'm working on today. We're down here at my dad's, actually, at his log yard. We've each got log yards. He's got one at his house, and I've got one at mine, which swing around. You can see over there in the distance, we keep our log trucks there. We got our 2 Mack log trucks. One's got a Barco on it. The other's just a straight bunk truck, 10-wheelers. But here on Dad's log yard, we do haul several logs back to our yard at times. We've got some bigger diameter oak logs, which we've got a really good market on that. Of course, everybody knows we cut a lot of walnut, so you can kind of see here the walnut we've got on the yard. We've got some bigger diameter logs. A lot of times, if it's around the area close to home, my family's been logging so long, and everybody knows my dad logs and that I log. If they've got just a handful of trees they're cutting, they want to get rid of, they'll call us. We'll take our 10-wheeler out there, load them up. We'll buy them outright. We'll just bring them back to our yard and store them, merchandise them a little bit. We'll do that. Then a few times a year we'll have a sale, whether it's veneer or just a regular log sale. We used to do veneer sales twice a year. We've kind of got away from that. I love doing veneer sales, but things have changed so much with the game the last several years. We've got into some better deals with some better companies, and I'm tied in with a really good guy on my walnut, so we don't do the big veneer sales like we used to. But over here, it's just a mixture: water oak, ash. You can see some of these logs have been laying a while, which all it is just pallet material. It's nothing spectacular. Some sycamore in there, some hickory. You just never know what's going to be back here on the yard. And actually, there's really not a lot of logs on the yard right now. Dad's actually sold. He usually keeps quite a few logs stockpiled back here, but he's had some sales here recently, and so he's moved a lot out. But we bring him these logs here. They've been, this is that's what amazed me. Some companies will buy logs and they've been sitting here for almost a year. These logs have been. They're bought and paid for, and they still haven't come and got them. So different companies will do different things. I can't answer that, but once they write the check and pay for them, it's their responsibility, not ours. I mean, here's some walnut we've got hauled in. Looks like somebody, and I can tell right now, Dad bought these off somebody just the way they're cut. So I know how we cut our logs. I'd say somebody's left a little sliver hole, which it just kind of peeled a little bit, nothing bad. That's a pretty slick log right there. That's a good sized walnut log. I don't have my ruler on me to measure, but that's a good log. But Dad's got a real pretty place down here. The river's just, you can kind of see in the distance the bluff right there. The river runs right down through there. But Dad's got a real pretty place down here on the river just north of Stockton. But like I said, we do haul a lot of logs into each of our yards from time to time. Not as much as we used to. Logging's changed so much here, and since I was a kid in Southwest Missouri. Used to, if you didn't haul logs to the mill, you didn't sell your logs. Well, now that's totally changed. I mean, every mill's got a truck and they'll come get your logs. Very few loggers have a truck to haul their own logs anymore. We still do for a lot of obvious reasons, just because it kind of gives you an advantage in some ways. You can, just like these deals here, you know, somebody might cut a few logs or want you to come buy a few logs they've cut. Well, we can do that. We can do that and haul them back to our yard, and merchandise them, wait till we got a good pile, then sell them. It's nice to be able to stockpile logs. So that's what we got going on today, guys. It's kind of a slow day. We had a couple cancellations, so we just kind of did some odds and ends, working on that 540 I just showed you. So we'll probably spend most of the weekend working on that, because I'd like to have that back in the woods next week, because I've got some timber it needs to be in working. So that's today's short video clip. And I'd also like to add there, a gentleman called me from Connecticut. You see, he would have called Wednesday, I believe, and we were on the phone talking, and I apologize, I'm real bad with names sometimes. We were talking skidders, and we got cut off. I went through a bad area, so if you're watching, sir, I greatly apologize for getting cut off and not getting back with you. You give me a call back anytime. We can resume that conversation. But guys, thanks a lot for following our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe if you already haven't. You can find us at Turner Logging on Facebook, Turner Logging on Instagram. You find a link to our YouTube channel along with Logger Wade's and Tim O'Brien's on the timbertracker.net website, along with that free app to download. If you haven't downloaded the app or checked the app out, be sure to do that. We've actually got some awesome, great features getting ready to come out that's going to they're kind of going to be game changers. I work with a lot of great individuals on that in Springfield, Missouri. So be sure to check that out. Guys, we're going to get off here. Thank you again for following our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe, share all the videos, like them, comment. I try to get back to all the comments. I think that's all I know for now. So guys, thanks a lot. We'll catch you next time. See ya.